I always got pee when you want to start. Jesus. Oh, whoa, what is up? Give me a sec. Trying to look for my charger before we run out of battery. Thanks for tuning in, brother. Hope you're having a wonderful day, man. Okay. Today on this video, on this video, what the hell am I talking about? Okay, I'm good. I think I am. All right, brother. What I have right here is my Schumacher 28. And last time I was on the live, I got it together, but I didn't completely get it like set up because listen, one thing you gotta know is that when you get these Schumacher parts, they're very difficult to adjust to break them. Like to adjust them, I'm talking about the upper arms. They're adjustable, and to adjust them, they're fucking hard. They're hard. Let me raise you up a little. But like I said, I hope you're having a wonderful day, brother. Look, listen. Give me a sec. Give me a second. Yeah, I like this better. I guess this would do better. Yeah, but I Alright, I think I got it. It's wobbly. Freaking waving like a flag. Um, so one thing I want to let you guys know about when you get new parts, like restored parts, not new parts that you're replacing, because these are easy to break. These upper arms, when you get them brand new, brother, these things are freaking tight, like really tight to turn over and adjust. But once you crack them, that's what they sound like when you twist it around a little bit, and it cracks. It cracks, brother. You got to be very careful. I'm gonna set that up right now before I get started. I'm gonna start this engine, but I'm gonna show you how you can also, for instance, I mean, I always try to let everybody know that on a new engine, like the amount of heat that you have to put on with the heat gun, with the different outside source, you know what I mean, like a heat gun, it's gonna fade your cylinder head, because you gotta get that cylinder head really hot, and your cylinder head isn't does not determine the temperature of your crankcase, which is what you want the heat on, right? And I always try to tell you guys that if you do this, which takes a lot of time and effort, it does, but I've seen my engines just don't want to die and don't want to get started with the bump start unless they're freaking hot. Like that Novarosi 28.8, I still have to heat it up. Um, I had a LRP 32 that I broke in at the same time, and that one it's so easy to turn over. The I tried because I don't have the Revo bump start. I tried using an alternative way to start it, and I did manage it with this 12-volt Magnum starter, and I couldn't get it to start. That's why I never did that video of the Revo with the bump start 28.8, because freaking wouldn't turn over, and I heated that damn thing up 300 degrees. That shit was hot, and it still wouldn't turn over. So that just tells me that my my thesis, or my theory, is pretty factual. You can prove it. I can prove it. That's giving me some type of proof that I still have, after like 3 gallons or as much gallons, I still have to fucking heat it up. Talking about the 28.8, but this one is a X28. And so this engine, this RC car, I got it from eBay. Special guy was like, "Hey, you want this Schumacher?" He never told me it was a 28 turbo, but I got it. And when I came in, it wasn't even that bad, really. It looks like it was like some kind of runaway, because like, for instance, it just told me, because there was only one side broken. There was no other like damaged parts or nicks and knacks. Like, even the bottom of the chassis right here, it's not even um like damaged. But there are some type of scratches, you can tell. And that just probably tells me, hey, look, they tried to start it, they got it started and ran away, and freaking they just didn't want to deal with it and put it away in a nice place, because it was still clean. Brought it in, I got it, I was like, whoa, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck? That shit is fucking thick. I couldn't believe it. But then I had to convince myself that it was true. Yeah. By touching it, I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. Oh no, I woke up the next day, and it was still there. So I was like, fuck yeah. So look, right now, all this whole time, I've never checked exactly how much pinch this thing has. But look, like I was saying from the beginning, I removed the cylinder head so I don't have to like fade away the color. Like for instance, this one, I don't think I would ruin the color. I don't think the color will get ruined, brother, because it's kind of gray. But maybe it does. Maybe it'll fade away a little, the grayish. But it's a little shiny gray silverish cylinder head. Oh, I think I want to show you. I was about to change my mind. Couldn't find the box. So the cylinder head, it is gray and it's not damaged or like say flipped over. There is some little tiny scratches, but that's probably like from moving it around. But like this thing, yeah, it'll fade away. I think I did make a good decision of taking it. Plus, it's a big ass cylinder head, and then these engines you can get them to where they're not like as a Nova Rossi engine because they're completely different. Like completely different, man. Like I don't know what to compare it with. Anyway, uh, what was this one? I have not checked how much pinch it has, and let me just put this away so I can explain how I check how much pinch it has without taking the engine out because it's really about like for say this is a new engine of say almost like new because I opened it up and it's shiny. There's no sign of like how fuel leaves your surfaces right inside the engine. It's the internals. Like some of it gets color changed. Even the piston. You can even see like this one was clean, and I wouldn't know why you would clean it. That's why I assumed that they turned it on and it took off because I don't know. The piston was fucking clean. I still remember how I got this. You always remember something you were so excited about. It's funny how that's what I was telling everybody. You want to learn something, you gotta put emotion to it. That way you don't forget. No. But anyway, um, yeah, I'm pretty sure this thing wasn't like beaten up or used up. But I don't know, brother. I don't know if they didn't use enough heat. That's one of my concerns is that they didn't use enough heat, and that's no way to tell. But look, let me show you. Okay, so I'm gonna start from the beginning. Well, I already did, but I'm gonna continue. Look, you gotta heat your engine so you can relieve the stress, and we know that, right? It all has to do with thermodynamics. You know how metals or this type of metal or whatever metal changes with heat, right? It gets bigger, it expands, right? And when it's cold, well, it's in its normal whatever uh, state, right, or size. But here, like I was telling you, I want to determine how much pinch it has, and yes, easily you can get this. The best way to do it, I mean, not the best way, the best way. But the reason why I'm not taking out the sleeve is because I know for sure that this thing was kind of new, like I was saying, right? And I just tried turning it around, and it just told me that yes, I was right. It is kind of new because look, when you get a brand new engine, we all know that it gets the piston. The sleeve has a tightness to it, right? So it doesn't let the piston all the way through. Let me show you because this is a really good example. I was hoping it wasn't blown. I was hoping this engine wasn't blown, but a really good indication gave me right now because the piston went up, the sleeve went up. You know what I mean? And look, listen. When let me get a good oh here a good one. So at room temperature, for this temperature, If your sleeve is blown, your piston will go all the way through, right? Just like here. And if it's not blown, it would get stuck somehow, you know, down the line before, way before top dead center, right? But this one looks like it's at top dead center, so this one we'll call it not brand new. But if it was brand new, it wouldn't go that close to top dead center. It will get a little stuck before top dead center, like this one. This one gets stuck way down, like before top dead center, right? And so that would tell me that if this engine it still has pinch, it's gonna want to push it up because there's a lot of resistance, right? The sleeve is pretty tight, and down the line through during your break-in, this is how you figure out when your engine is already broken in, because what it needs to do, it needs to form and shape itself and mate with with the sleeve, right? Fuse together, not fuse together like in one piece, but like it's gonna shape itself like where it's gonna create the best compression for itself. You know, it's gonna wear down. It has to wear down some material so it's not so tight, right? You know what I mean? But in my theory, when you use a lot of heat, you prevent the wear down and you save that material to just make it more compact. You know, that way it can hold more heat. And I guess not get so weak after the break-in, right? Um, right now I started it on the last live. I started it, but I didn't use that much heat properly like I wanted to because I didn't really check how much resistant there is right now. And so right now it's at cold temperature. You know how it is. You know what I mean. It's right now. It's like I would say it's like 68, but maybe 68. But what matters is that this thing is making my sleeve go up. You know what I mean? Up and down. So it's pretty tight and it's grabbing it up and down. So that tells me it's not broken in yet. I don't know how much and I don't know for how long, right? But I can tell you they didn't use the appropriate heat. They probably started this um, at room temperature because I can see they're like it's not scuffing, but it's wear. It's wear, right? And it's not like wear, like it's normal wear. That's how you. That's how they tell you to start the engines. But to me, when I've done my engines, I can tell you that my engines never leave stuff like that. So I guess I can say they didn't use appropriate heat. I'm not no specialist, but I can tell you exactly that I've seen my engines and they don't get like that. The ones that I've used a lot of heat, right? They usually have this uniformly wear. Not wear, but this coloring where the piston is going sliding up and down, right? Not this color, but some kind of color. You know what I'm saying? And an imprint too, where the sleeve is stroking up and down, right? And then you can have a pretty good indication where top dead center is when you have the piston out of the crankcase. There's always like some kind of ring around it. You know, you can see it, like where it's at. If you know what I mean, yeah, you know what I mean. Uh, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna remove this damn thing right here because this is not really circulating any kind of freaking like. It's making it hard for me to get it hotter. It should have been. It could have been better if it had a little bit more fins. But right now there's like a blockage right there, right? So I'm better off just not using it. And what I'm gonna use is just spacers. Oh, great. Great. I'm gonna use some spacers and we'll go from there. If you ever wonder how these things go, the your shims, you always feel them in the soft side, or the sharp side indicates that the it has to go down. I believe. If I'm wrong, I've been wrong my whole life. But it should be like that because it's putting pressure down from the head button. You know what I'm saying? It's crushing it down. There's a hard spot on top, and there's nothing inside on the bottom of the shin. So it indicates that it's pushing some material kind of downwards. You know what I mean? This is so hard. Why are you so difficult? There we go. Be gentle with it. You don't want to scuff any edges on this thing because you force this thing down, you might get some follicle, some little tiny speck of freaking metal, and that could be trying to go in between the piston and sleeve, man, which is freaking um, catastrophic. That could fucking be like. And they will run like I got a few engines with like deep freaking lines, but just like one line you can tell was from like something. They still run, but they kind of like lose their balance every now and then, especially when they start getting hot. And I think they use too much fuel. Maybe, I think. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Might be wrong. Anyway, talking about fuel, man. Last time I built this thing on live, I forgot to fucking take the fuel out. Don't want to do that, but you don't want to do that, or I don't want to do that again because it could have taken 2 months, maybe 2 years after I got to this. Because what if I went to jail or something, you know? Things can happen. Hold on a second. Okay, so let me get my. All right, let me get my spacers. I don't have any here, man. Shit. Yeah, because it's gonna be a lot easier and faster for me to get this crankcase hotter. Okay, here's one. I'm gonna use a. I think these are 3 millimeters. No, 4 millimeter studs. Nuts. Don't know the size, but these are 2.5s, I believe. So they're picos. I'm just gonna use that as the spacer. You want to use a spacer. You don't want to put it in there like that, brother, because you will penetrate. Whoa, 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 whoa. Did I just mixed up all these fucking things. Where did these come from? Hold on a second. What the fuck? Damn. They're all the same, but I'm fucking tripping. I'm like, why I have so many there? Where did they come from? Nothing else. Like, I know 4 of them came from that cylinder head I took off, but where did the other 4 come from? Trip. What a trip. Let me get these things buttoned up and we're gonna get a party tray, aluminum party tray, so I can make one out and show you that. Well, that's the best. I'm not gonna show you why it's the best. I'm letting you know it's the best, and I'm gonna show you how to put it on. It's the best thing you can use because the other stuff like like the food grade, like the sheet, the roll, they're too thin, and you can just have a hard time with that. But you can still use it, like you can't. So this is what drag racers do, and you can run these engines just like a one pass thing. Making sure I'm not using the wrong fucking thread size screw, brother. Because if I am, oh, like imagine it's like Nova Rossi, but you can tell right away because they're flatheads on the top. But some of these, you can just like strip it and be like, well, that's done. I think they're good right there. It's time to party. Been to Bacardi and Cardi B. Been to Bacardi and Cardi B. Around the crankcase. Since I'm gonna do a few cycles, I'm just gonna put this on and a clamp. Look, looks like a cookie jar. It's not a cookie jar. Well, my kind of cookie jar that you can't eat. Cookies you can't eat. You know what's weird? Like we have cookies. The Matrix shows that the Oracle is always giving Neo a cookie and everything. And then computers on your web browser settings, you can adjust your cookies. Delete the ones you don't want. It's customizing your website. Got a bunch of names in electronics. They kind of relate to us in real life. Well, it is real life. More like saying, ah, jeez. A lot of resemblance. All right, now it doesn't want to tie up. What's it, bad? Fucking hurt myself. Oh, come on. What the? Look, grab another one. That one's a bigger size. I think that was it. That was the one. This one's a worse. Damn it. All right, let me see. Damn, now it doesn't want to turn over. We use the breaker bar for this kind of stuff, right? Breaker bar. Give me a sec. What? There we go. Damn, that shit is. Oh, I see why. Damn, that shit's bent. This one's bent too. Why are they all bent? Well, we're gonna have to improvise, brother. We don't have the luxury to whatever. Go. Let's try to make this a little round. Maybe it's because I'm all the way on the edge. I'll just put it on like that. In a sec. There we go. Clamp it, don't break it, brother. I mean, clamp it, don't crack it. It's like clamping. One time I made a video clamping my engine on the vise. And they were like, no, what are you doing? And I was clamping it from the engine mounts on the side of the engine crankcase. All right, so now that I have my my just call it homemade fucking cylinder head, right? It's still a cylinder head. Like it's still dispensing heat. You know what I mean? It's gonna get it hot. It's gonna have heat flow. Heat flow. Anyway, I'm gonna do is I don't know what to call this, but we do this to make the damn thing right here smaller and and round. Not like all fucked up, you know. Try to make it as round as possible. Coned. Making it coned. Right? So I just put my thumb in it, just squeeze around it. I guess I just discovered that I can do that. Should have done that the whole time. So my thumb's right there. Now gotta open up the edges out down here that you squeeze down so it can let hot air on the crankcase. Then you'll be heating up the head button. Right? That way it heats up faster. Remember, we're aiming for the crankcase. It's the crankcase that needs the heat. Make sure you introduce your engine to a overheating point, maybe like 250. Use a blowtorch if you have to. Just kidding. Don't do that, brother. Aluminum melts at 2012 degrees. No, wait. 1212 degrees. 1121 degrees. Something like that. Something like that. All right, so I got my cone head. Cone head. They used to call me cone head. That was funny. Funny how everything just, at the end just told me why they called me a cone head. It's all connected. You remember the cone heads? I don't know why they're so popular. I never liked those that damn show. I was like, didn't make sense. The dinosaur ones made more sense. I forgot what that one was called, but it was in that time. I think the '90s. Alright. So I got my Conan. I got my Conan. Which way is gonna blow out this way? So you gotta make some airways, brother, so the hot air does not go up back to the your heat gun, excuse me, and melt it. So there has to be some kind of airflow. It has to escape. Escape. So with just one cut like this would be fine. Just don't make it too big because it will not allow your engine to get hot fast. It's gonna blow all the hot air out. We're gonna have some kind of containment in there, you know. Then just gonna leave it on until we're ready to. I'm still gonna run this outside with this thing, you know. Not until I'm ready to like, not send it, but do drive it like it's meant to be driven. Okay, what's next? So I got the heat on my alternative cylinder head. Now these damn arms. So these arms are freaking woo. I gotta take them out. Not completely. I gotta pop them out. Oh man, I don't want to mess up stuff. Ah, Jesus. It's great. That went directly to my finger. Don't do that. Oh, that's okay. I'm okay. I just didn't know, but somehow I did know. It was a bad idea to do that. Look, one thing is good. That's the beautiful thing about these pillow balls. That's how they work, and that's how you know if they're pretty bad. If they pop out really easy, you know what I'm saying? But if you have to pry out your damn pillow balls, that means you're in a good place, in a safe spot. I mean, in a safe place. Oh man, but look at that. You got blood. No pain, no gain, bro. So I got this one off. And the reason why I have to get it off is because, look, these turnbuckles, I mean, these upper arms have they're adjustable. And it has a hole on the turnbuckle, on the tie rod. And if you wanted to adjust it while it's on here, it's not going to work, brother. You're going to probably break the rest of the arm. Because I'll tell you why. This thing, when they come from factory brand new out the pack, you gotta break them off outside before you put them on. And I didn't do that. Okay, let's see. You can bend little fucking your Allen keys, the ones that fit right in. Oh, what? This one's surprisingly not. What? Nice. Well, not nice, but are they new? Yeah, I don't know why they're. Yeah, I guess I already had done that, but then oh yeah, let me explain. The only reason why I wanted to adjust them is because even though look, I have aluminum hub carriers, and they are not like they they're for the Fusion, right? But they don't have the same dimension. What I'm trying to say, you're gonna have to have a longer tie rod, and you're gonna have to readjust your upper arm. You know what I'm saying? And so I already had this card set up with the regular plastic hubs. Yeah, and I put aluminum hubs. So, you know what I'm saying? But when they're brand new, you have to pop them open or before you put them on. They pop when you crack them. When you open it up, it'll crack. Not crack like break, but it cracks like kind of like tight screws, like your engine mounts on offness. You know how they crack? They pop, they bang. I don't know. Crack sounds weird to say, brother. It's like crack. Anyway. All right. Good, good, good. So I don't have to pop them. Just pop it back in. Let me adjust this. I gotta adjust them because they're all like. It looks like it wants to like swing instead of flip around. All right. Let me see. You are not a swimmer. Looks like a little puffy fish. Okay, I also have to freaking adjust bottom ones, man. Okay, first, what was it? Yeah, it's the camber. So I need more camber angle, and then the other one is my toe, the toe. I more. Do I need more? Oh, this is what I need to do. So, so the ways that I adjust everything is with the glass. Cause that shit right there was at least this thing's flat, even though it's sideways, could be tilted or something, you know. But look at this thing; it's coming all the way out. The fuck? I'm gonna have to check how far these things go before they come off. But I think I'm at a good spot right there. Oh, it needs more. All right, we're good right there. So let me do the other one, and I'm gonna check right now with the different with another piece like this, a spare piece. I'm gonna check how far they go out before I leave them like this. I don't want this thing to just come off. You know what I mean? And then I'm gonna want to put some glue on it. I don't know, something. We'll see. I gotta do the other one in a sec. Yeah, this thing is gonna go pretty fast. I'm gonna want to take it pretty fast, and I know I cannot work. I know I can't. I know I don't. Oh man, I know I don't have to worry about because look, this hub carrier is held by grub screws, and those grub screws can vibrate out. But I put Loctite, brother, and that's what I'm saying. I know for sure that those aren't going to fail, but they might because they have before on other ones. I mean, I've had bad experience with them. Not with this. This is this is new. Like with the Fusion, it's new, but on the Menace, that thing has grub screws you can lose by just not putting Loctite because of the speeds and velocity you're going, right? That's what I was trying to say. So the faster you go, not yeah. Well, look, could velocity like amplify? Like, say you're on your Savage. Say your Savage. Your Savage goes. Say this thing goes 30 miles an hour. Yes, you're gonna lose some screws here and there, right? Like anything metal on metal. But since everything's mostly plastic, that's not gonna really happen, right? Kind of locks itself, right? But with metal against metal, you have to put Loctite, but sometimes the Loctite does not do its thing. Or maybe it does, but it's not enough. Or maybe it's doesn't matter if it's not enough because you might hit something hard and it might just I don't know, brother. Vibrations do a lot of stuff. You know, there's the sonic cleaner. Shout out to Pimp, just got a sonic cleaner, brother. You know, who else has a sonic cleaner? It's a sound. Well, that's not the same thing, but that's sound. We're talking about a different type of vibration that does not include. Well, vibrations do have sound, but not like noise. You know, yeah, that's my only main concern is that this thing is going faster than usual, and if I lose this grub screw right here, this is what holds the whole hub carrier. The hub carrier is just dependent on this little grub screw right here. Because fuck it, if this thing comes off, you're just gonna lose steering. But if the bottom part comes off, you're gonna lose the whole knuckle. It's just gonna come up high and it's gonna ride on the bottom suspension arm, right? And that's one of the problems that you always get when you get one of these from eBay is that you got to check that these things are in good condition because this is the most important part of this whole RC car for it to be stable and hold itself in place, right? Because I might have aluminum knuckles, but it still depends on that stupid pillow ball mechanism too, right there. On the bottom of the right there inside the suspension arm. Here, let me show you. I'm on the wrong place. Inside the suspension arm right here, the bottom of the pin that holds the hub carrier, it's like a pillow ball too, and it's in there like a pillow ball. So if that's damaged, you're gonna have way too much play. You're not gonna be able to correct that play in any way. Uh, and these do have some kind of play, but they don't have to have like some kind of ridiculous play, because it has the pillow ball set up like all the way around. Everything's pillow ball. Even the throttle link, and that's not a problem. The problem is that because you hit something, your chassis ain't gonna be safe either way. But some of your parts will be. You know what I mean? The whole thing won't get out. Things not gonna collapse, but you can easily just ruin it in just a couple seconds, brother. Completely, because they're fast. But then it takes time to like a fucking brand new engine. You gotta break in the belt. So a lot of preparation for this thing, right, brother? Because you just go out there and run it one after the other, after the other, after the other. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, you're gonna have too many problems, right? Like your 3-speed clutch thing, your 3-speed gears, they catch a lot of dirt, and they need a lot of maintenance. That's the most important one. All right, moving on. So, get on straight. A little more. I'm not no expert, but I know that what could work, right? I'm trusting my instincts, my guts. Maxwell, what is up, brother? You gotta be specific. It has to be measurable. It has to be achievable. It has to be relevant and time bound, brother. Maxwell Smart, what is up? Um, Look, listen, last live. Yeah, you should. Did you just show up? Well, anyway, if you just showed up, if you just tuned in, hope you're having a wonderful day. I think I'm ready to start this thing. Well, not yet. Sorry. I'm sorry. Got too ahead of myself. I do that a lot. Get too excited and can't control my emotions. I'm just kidding. All right, now I'm gonna do my the turnbuckle stuff. The toe, my steering. We'll just call it steering. All right, all right. You know what I'm doing wrong right here? It's not having the wheels I'm gonna use for it. So if y'all know, um, I built one of these 28s and I put it up for grabs and Nitro Pimp got it. So now it's under his possession. And wait, do I need more? Whoa. Whoops. I had angled wrong. So I do have the 90-degree angle. Hold on a second. Doing everything wrong, brother. Look, first things first, I have to put the wheels on, right? Unless this thing is at a Ferrari shop. Pretty sure they have all these kinds of tech fucking do the alignment without wheels. I don't think you need the wheels. I think the parts already have it marked on it, right? Like how far you should go on the tie rod. But look, it's okay. We'll spend some time in it. I'm not sure how far these go either, man. That's what I'm saying. I won't be riding on the tip of the turnbuckle. And then I'm using the wrong tool. No, I have a size for that. No. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pretend that never happened. Just gonna keep going with this and be gentle. Well, it's not like if it's pretty tight. Oh, okay, so I'm going pretty far. I see what I did too. So since I had him, since look, the inside of the steering crank or the steering column, the arm steering, right? There's two spots where you can put the pillow ball thingy, and I have it all the way inside. So what we gotta do, should put you guys a little bit closer so y'all can see. Give me a sec. There you go. Let me see if I can stay on that position without going off camera. uh, so there's two spots for this steering link. Where's my specialized tool? I made this tool by the way here. It used to be a flathead. Give it a don't know what to call that, man. But what I gotta do is remove it. Before I put the wheels, I think I'm gonna have to keep them off for now until I'm done with this step right here. So these are right. I don't want to do anything to that right now. What I'm gonna do is grab some more pillow studs. What do you call them? Call them pillow. I need two. Obviously, right? No, I need spacers. Give me a second. I'm gonna need two spacers and the shortest ones. Two shorties. But I don't have any more shorties. That's alright. That's alright. Because you don't want to put them any longer. Well, they're going to intervene. I mean, interfere. You see, these are fine. Hopefully. Hopefully, I'm not sharing a look. Oh, I do have some. I can grab some from spares. But not on here on my what do you call this? I would call it with. These are my spares, but the other spares are the ones that are in like a different fusion. It's all broken down, and I don't think I want to call those spares, but if I have to, I'll take them off of that. Figure out something later. So, what is gonna go with white ones? Yeah, we'll put a white space there. There's one white one. How much is a good condition fresh 28 Fusion worth ever? I would say about $800. Like rebuilt, like mine, I would say 800 because holy moly, that fucking taxation without representation. I mean, it is because look, Trump wasn't here to fucking charge me his fucking tariff shit, right? And so he has to pay another company. They have to give another company a cut plus commission. But like I was saying, to restore these things, I would say there's a bunch of storage fees which are just justifiable, I say. But it just depends, brother. You can get them really, really, really cheap. And I wouldn't say cheap. Nothing's cheap. Your time and effort isn't cheap. You know what I mean? So it just depends. But people be asking a lot of money, which is like I said, it could be justifiable. But you buy one, you got to make sure you don't have to rebuild it, right? Because if you have to replace parts, brother, Schumacher Place, they're I guess they're reasonable, but now they have more charges, brother. I mean, it depends also on the person. The person can just buy the parts, just put together. All you really need is like the most important things you can't get right now would be the steering crank. This whole piece, you can't get it anywhere no more, unless somebody pops out right now and says, "Hey, I got one. I'll post it on eBay." But you can't find that. That's the most important piece. And the other most important piece is the brake mechanism, the whole brake lever and the pads and the sure you can find it used, right, brother? But if it's like if your brake like the brake pad, right? If it doesn't work, if it's too small, worn out, you have to. What are you gonna do? You know. Jester Angel. Jester Angel says, "Oh, what is up, brother? You're brand new. I mean, you're new to me. I mean, how can I say this? I don't recognize you. I don't think we've ever met. Yeah, there you go. On the chat. Um, welcome to my channel. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you going on the chat. Let me see. Your question is, or your comment is, can't find a 28. A 21 on Fleabit with extra parts and bags is 650. Listing is old. Uh, a 21. You know what, brother? I'll be honest with you. If they don't show you a video or pictures of the, I don't know, cause it just depends, brother. It depends. You know, my first Fusion, it was a 28, and I paid about $500, and they told me it was to wait because he was gonna replace the bearings, right? And when I got it, to this point, I haven't gotten 80 miles on it. And my first attempts, I realized that I was riding on a fucking rusted bearing. So a bearing that didn't spin. So I would not know. Like the best you can do is see it get built on my channel. The best thing you can do is see it get built on my channel and pay something like that for 60, or not just on my channel, anybody's channel, brother. You know, you gotta see it get built because, I mean, unless you're willing to take it apart and make sure that all the parts are replaceable. I mean, are replaced if it's restored. But if it's brand new, I I wouldn't pay. I don't know, brother. Unless you're gonna hold it for a collection, you can pay like 2,000 bucks with the box, right? But without it, it's no guaranteed unless you see it with your own eyes. Because, like I said, you slip, you you're gonna fall. No, if this slips, you're gonna fall. No, well, I'm gonna fall, man. Fucking this thing. Um, I don't think I've ever crashed one like in a good way, like with the bent chest. Oh yeah, I think I did. It wasn't that bad. Yeah, I think I did, and it hurt, man. It fucking hurt. It was painful to watch because I don't know. I guess because all the money I spent, but then I realized that it was more like an experience for me to unravel real quick. That way I can get to it, and that's when I started learning everything, all the parts and what's interchangeable and what you can still use because like after a couple runs, even though if you like after say you buy it used and they told you hey they replaced the bearings and whatnot, if they still have the same belt, if they didn't clean the pulleys, the belt could still be kind of too worn where it's just laying hairs all the way. It could work a little bit, but you're gonna have to clean it over and over and over if it has a belt cover, right? Because that's the 28. The 21 doesn't have a belt cover. The 21 is not shorter. It just doesn't have. I don't think it's shorter, brother. Fuck no, it's not shorter. Let me get one. I know it's not shorter. Let me prove myself it's not short. So I have this 21 right here, which I'm still scared. I haven't taken it out there. It's a bump start. I made a hole down there, so I put Novarosi on it because I wanted one, man. So the length of it, it's exact. It's exact, and the only difference just it has two holes. Like I was trying to tell I was trying to tell that to a buddy of mine when he was trying to put a belt cover. I was like, maybe he couldn't get it on, and I was assuming maybe it was I don't know, but the same belt cover, not the belt, but the belt cover is also you can also put it on the Menace. You know, it extends. It has two parts where you can put it in place. Two sections. I mean, two settings. But anyway, moving on. Yeah, these things are fast. They slip. You got to get it right out there. Like for instance, this one, the last time I took it, I don't think these wheels or tires were doing the thing. The grip probably slipping too much. But soon, brother, soon. I'm gonna get that nerve in. Pip is gonna show maybe after when Pip runs the Fusion. I'm probably gonna want to take that one out, but I want to have this one ready just in case he calls me out because he has an X28 and this one is an X28. And I'm sure, and I know I know he knows that it's a turbo, which it's really not much, brother. They're geared up the same, you know. It all depends on how much grip and I guess how much throttle input. Because if you just give it all the beans, you're just gonna slide around and break something like the pin. Now that's one thing you gotta notice is that a lot of times you be breaking pins because you be landing on a wheel spin. You know what I mean? Those pins are like the last part of the braking system. Your pins are your brakes because if you track it all down where the brake is coming from, it's not individual from each brake disc, right? It's from the drivetrain. Anyway, okay, moving on. What did I get? What did I get? Oh, next little pillow ball. Man, I got too carried away with that question, brother. Holy crap. Never got it out. Do I need another one? I know I had it right here. Maybe loose. I have another one. Let me just make sure I lost it. Make sure you lose it. Yeah. Well, it happens. It happens a lot on this channel, especially. Wait, this is not the same one. So unless they have, oh, I already had put it on. What the fuck? I was like, where is it? It's right. It's on there already. Ooh, sorry about that. All right. Uh, there we go. Now we can put these turnbuckles back on. Make sure I have them half and half. Bottom part, I need put it on there because you don't want to snap it down. Just nothing holding it. You might break it. Um, what can I use? Pliers on the edge. I lost myself. Let me give you guys my room because I cannot see. Just came in from running the Revo. Oh, I didn't see that message, brother. How'd it go? You gotta put one on the. You gotta put one on the channel. Sorry, guys, about that earthquake. You gotta put one on here. Let me set myself up because I did what I just tried not to do, and that is to drift away from the camera. Alright, so there's my spot. This thing has to stay stationary. Including my thoughts, man. Like, thoughts. Well, that's not what I mean. I mean, can't forget, man. We gotta stop forgetting. Alright, I need to write this thing on the edge. Are you guys see? Yeah, you guys. So, reason why it's because I need to get the right angle so I'm not in the way of anything. So clip, snap these in. Clip, snap, pop these in. There we go. Pop it in. Pop. Shit. Ah, shit. This one is the only difficult one. Oh shit. What can I do? What can I do? I'm pretty sure there's a better way, easier way. But for now, let's just try to overcome our fears. There we go. Yeah. Nice. I put in, let's see. M21 was low on pinch and no parts. '74 was all mine ever did with the 21. Oh, '74? Hey, that's pretty good. You have a fusion with what? Um, with that 21? With the M21? Mach 21. Is that the Mach 21? Is that the one you're talking about? Because the original one is the Thunder Tiger, right? The original is the Thunder Tiger, and the most I've gotten on the Thunder Tiger, which is the most, is what you're confined with the gearing, right? But look, there's a fusion with the 21 that has the 80-mile-an-hour gearing, brother. I don't know if that's the one you have, but you can always just get the 80-mile-an-hour gearing and put it on the 21 because the 21 that came 80 miles an hour is kind of rare. Hey, hybrid, what's up, brother? Hey, hey, thanks for tuning in, man. Right now that you're here, I wanted to say something to you on your response for your comment. You know, like what else? What like? I mean, like you know what I mean, right, brother? It's little baby RC, like the most appropriate name. And I wanted to put your video when you scream two speed baby, but I didn't want to like disrespect you or anything or make you feel uncomfortable. But I thought it was pretty cool. Like I couldn't think about how you when I used to the in the beginnings of your channel when I got into the Nitro, freaking two speed baby was everywhere, brother. It wasn't just on your channel; it was on everybody's channel, brother. And that shit was crazy. And then when I realized, like it was so crazy that the realization because it was after I did the video, I was like, wait a minute. And I was doing the name for the video. I was like, wait a minute. This thing is a real two speed baby. Like, what more appropriate way to say two speed baby to a 1/16 scale Nitro, right? Oh shit, I was like, damn. But either way, it can be for a 1/10 scale too. You know what I mean? But I just thought it was fucking cool. Cause I don't know, I came like it hit me in my brain like kind of like it was so euphoric. It was like it was a pretty cool ass feeling. You know, kind of like when you realize something, you're like, oh, it all makes sense now. Yeah, brother, it all makes sense now. Oh, jeez. All right, the next one is there we go. Pop. There we go. Okay, now let's get to it. Bring back that same tool. Am I going in or am I going out? Oh, I'm going in. I'm going in. So from here, I'm just gonna tie these up real quick. Make sure they're not too close, like next. Upwards. Yeah, they're gonna have to be. I mean, I want to make sure it's enough, brother. Because now, what if they're too far apart? What if I need it shorter now? Ah, yeah, it's not looking good. It's not looking good, but we'll see. We'll make it happen. Because if I have to switch from pillow balls to like a different type of tie rod, yeah, tie rod. There you go. Pillow ball end to a tie rod end. All right, so I'm bringing them back in all the way now. Let's go the other way. I want to take it out. Ah, here I am. Best thing to do now. Oh man, I hope this isn't. So the middle's right there, and yeah, I was right. So shit. So I don't get one side needs it, the other side doesn't. Yeah, that's like not symmetrical. That's not. That's not. That's not what's supposed to be. What's supposed to be. So where's my center? Hold on a sec. Mm, I think that was it right there. I forgot to rename you. Okay, give me a sec. 28X. No, 28T. I'm just gonna put 28T. Right? You only get three letters. This fly sky. There we go. So we're centered. Hmm. Wait a minute. I was wrong earlier then. So I'm good right there. Let's see what the other one says. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We might be good. Well, not really. Yeah, we might be good. I gotta figure out how to make this thing go in more. All right, let me see. That's your pimp. What is up, brother? Let me see. Dana, what is up? Sorry, everyone. A lot of messages. I missed a couple ones. There's. Let me see. Okay, I guess I'm good. I'm good. All right, brother. Oh yeah. Okay, I can continue. For anybody that's tuning in, I have to freaking do a bunch of stuff because I went from plastic hub carriers to these aluminum ones. Is that yeah? Cool, cool, cool. Turn me off. Now the right, left side, left, left, left. Y'all want to see my face? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I think we're good right there, right, brother? They always told me I make a great waiter. I don't know why. That's how it should be all the time. Oh no, we're wrong. I haven't turned it on. Man, I almost confused the shit out of myself again. Woo! Everlazo! No one's confused like Everlazo, right? Pimp. Oh man, I'm confused like ever. I was putting myself trying to do two things at the same time. You know what I was gonna do? I was gonna open up the live with the Spada, getting it prepped up. I'm like, man, you know how long it's gonna take? I don't even know the work I'm gonna have to do to this thing, which is okay, I guess. Man, what am I doing? I can't even see it. If I put it on once, I can put it on again, right, brother? Hold on a second, dummy. I didn't turn off the freaking receiver so it doesn't fight against me. Woo! Holy moly, it's slipping. There we go. Is that a snap or is that a pop? Oh, thanks, brother. Yeah, these hubs, they're hard to find. How did I get them? How did I get them? Oh, on eBay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, and when I got these, I don't probably paid a pretty penny, but uh, I've seen the top arms, the control arms, also in aluminum. I seen them on something, and you know what happened, brother? Um, I used to be on eBay all the time looking for Schumacher aluminum parts, all the time. And then there were times when I would find stuff that wasn't even like listed as the part, like the name of the thing, the part number. And then other times they were just listed as Schumacher parts, but not for what specific Schumacher. So there was this one time, and I didn't know much. This is the beginning, you know. I saw these aluminum parts, but they weren't aluminum. They were just parts that look aluminum that Schumacher makes for an SST. By the way, if you have an SST, let me know. I got parts for it. But I gotta show you what I'm talking about. Look, I even thought I scored on the shock tower, on the shock mount. Check this out. You see this? It looks shiny, right? It looks aluminum. It look aluminum, right? And then one of the things is that I don't remember if Couldn't see if it said anything. But I did get these, and these turned out not to be for a fusion. So these are aluminum um, spur gear mounts for it's a lace shaft mount. Yeah, I thought that it was for this thing. It's a different type of lace shaft on the SST. Also, the arms, these parts, they're not for the fusion. They're a lot smaller. They don't have that many adjustments. They only have one. They're set. They're fixed. Same thing with the yeah. When's the other? I had some plastic hubs too that are purple. Something else probably. But yeah, brother, I used to be on that thing, and one day I bought these thinking they were aluminum and thinking that I had sport because shit was pricey, brother. And not just that, brother, it was pricey, and people were buying it right away, right away. And I was like, what? No way, it's no way. This thing is expensive. But it never changed the way. I mean, I always went with MSRP. I think MSRP is. I mean, I don't want to include because of the conditions of Nitro and that it's not mainstream. It doesn't deserve to be expensive like Pokemon cards, right? It's like holy shit. It's like that retro gaming is woo. If you know what I'm talking about in retro gaming or reselling Pokemon cards, damn. I'm still traumatized because I got some Pokemon cards over there stored, thinking like maybe in 100 years. But anyway, okay, the front ones, we got it. Um, we're putting plastic wheels, so I don't need to bring out the laser scanners to see if it's straight enough. The rear, they're somewhat inwards like this, or I gotta have them almost kind of straight. Yeah, they're fine. Just gotta set up the top one. No, you cannot beat the max penalty. Oh, that's not the max. Okay. All right, here we go. I think I can keep working. Oh man, sorry if I missed your comment, brother. Your question there. You know, usually I get lost when it comes to those kind of things. I don't mean to, brother. I don't mean to be like too spicy. I'm actually trying to like look for stuff, kind of like 56K internet connection. Oh, I mean dial-up. Woo. Yeah, I think that's what happens right now when I start when I'm working, when I'm on a good freaking, a good rhythm. Hold on a second. Oh, flush, flush. Ah, all right. Yeah, when I start talking, I think I have to go. I have to cut my connection down to 56K. Holy moly, bro! I can't. I should have been good at it by now. I should have been like, uh, progressive. Is that what you say? Is that what you say? Progressive. I should be productive, and at the same time be able to know what the hell I'm saying. I mean, I do know what I'm saying, but I get lost and confused. Sucks. Sucks to be me, right? Okay. So right here on this particular little detail right here, I'm gonna want to put on the wheels. And now that Pimp is on, like I sent Pimp the Daytona, the Bobby edition. I sent him the Daytona Corvette with Pro lines, and I really liked them, man. I had to buy myself some, so sent those out, and then I got some for myself, which they were the most appropriate freaking wheels for that fusion. So I got myself another set of pro lines, staggered. I used to ride these. I have two other sets that well, I don't have the front wheels. I finally have the front wheels. You know, the front wheels are the they're smaller, they're thinner. Where's my? Hold on a sec. Yeah, they're thinner, brother, and they're supposed to be thinner for better steering. No wonder it had shitty ass steering. Oh man. But it all makes sense, right, brother? Look, you have power going in the front wheels, so you need to put that power down, right? And if you have the type of power a Fusion has, or any big blocked um 110 scale, you have to put fucking more like some thick ass wheels. No more grip. But I guess these do fine. I guess it helps it when they slip, kind of the front ones, so it can like go straight. I believe. Don't know the science of it, but there has to be some kind of science to it, some kind of formula to let you know how much force, even force, that is going apart from itself. Trying to open instead of like cause a lot of chaos, like a uniform force. All right, whatever. Where are my nuts? Here you go. I got some purple nuts. Pretty cool. Just gonna leave them on there for now. Pretty sure they're not on something because they're not good. Yeah, they're not good. I think I put them away for a reason. Because maybe I had good ones on this side. Because the ones that are good, I don't have it in a where it's supposed to be. Yeah, I have some here. Now another thing is that sometimes you can't use the flange nut because it won't cover and it won't go through the nylon lock, and then you'll lose your wheel. So in that case, you're gonna have to think again about that. Um, you're gonna go with black nuts. Wait, they're too small. I guess using chromoly nuts. Man, these things don't last very long. Like once you run these things on your car when they're brand new, when they come back, they don't look brand new no more. Cool. All right, so let me see if I go tighter. Is it gonna bind more? Nope, still the same. How about tighter? Nope, still the same. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why I shim inside the hubs, in between the bearings. That way, when you put it way too tight, because sometimes, like say, you gotta go a little bit past the nylon. The shaft has to go at least flush to it so it can hold, right, not come off. And that's what happened to my freaking buggy because I was using more shims than I had to, and the hole for those wheels are too big for the axle. The axle was like shit. It's not the same size as this axle, right? It's a lot smaller, so you have a bunch of play. And in order to get rid of that play, you put a nice washer like this. And that kind of holds it together, right? But it did hold it pretty nice. Pretty pretty happy that it came out pretty good. After it crashed, but yeah, that's what was one of the reasons. That was the reason why it came off, because I had it barely written on there with a flanged nut instead of using a nice thin washer with a regular nut, and it gives me more coverage and it goes deeper down more. You know what I'm saying? Because this flash nut is pretty high, pretty lengthy, and the little 9 lock little ring just doesn't reach the fucking axle. So these, oh, they smell great. You know what they smell like? You ever go to a motorcycle shop? You guys ever go to a motorcycle shop and you're surrounded by brand new motorcycles and you can smell the tires? Oh, this is what it smells like right now. Woo! This is how you know this is nice. Uh, the nice rubber, the rubber, you can smell it. Because most of the other rubber smells like plastic, like your big pen or your freaking anything made out of plastic. But these, yeah, they don't smell the same. It smells like inner tubes too, like more bicycle inner tubes. Yep, that's how you know. You know. Woo! All right, where's my other screws? What the fuck, man? I thought I had some nice ones left over. These are all fucked up. Guess I used all the nice ones already. Then this one's not going through all the way. Is it a shorter shaft, maybe? I do have aluminum shafts. I mean axles. Axles, right? Fuck yeah. Not that it makes a difference, you know. It still has the same freaking bladed end drive. It has a pin. Let me show you. Oh, there it is. Whoa, 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 whoa. It has a blade, like a plastic blade that goes inside the dog bone. I mean, the drive cup, and then from that blade, it's held by this pin, which is pretty, pretty thin. Don't you think? Never broken one. Like you're more likely to break it off of here, where it sits in also with the pin. So same pins, same size pins on this thing, or the same size pins on this whole aluminum, or I mean steel, and they're the same design except you cannot pop one of these things on that axle if you lose the dog bone. Is that a dog bone? So what I'm saying is I don't have. I gotta take it completely off. Like they have the same design, this axle right here, and then the axle, the rest of the axle, because it's a CVD, kind of like a CVD. Not really. Well, this one is a CVD. What do you call it? What do you call it? Yeah, CVD, but not these. These are different. These just have. Well, yeah, they're kind of CVDs too. Look, um, you have a pin there, same size pin that can snap off. Turn on the light. Same size pin you can snap off here, then there. And then when you put these on, you gotta put one in there first, and then squeeze it with pliers or something and pop it in there, right? Which it always breaks. It still breaks like a little crack right there. But when it goes in there, it like kind of disappears, but the crack is still there. Like when you open it up and it goes in there and it pops in there, it's gonna make a crack in the middle, but not noticeable. Cause once it's in there, the crack goes like it disappears. You know what I mean? But this is the way this one is held, and the other one is actually held by a grub screw. It actually has a grub screw, like OFNA CVDs or any other Kyosho CVD. You know how it has a pin, and then it has a collar or call it some little freaking thing where you put the grub screw right on both sides to hold the pin in the middle. So that are on these, but it still doesn't change. Doesn't make it any more stronger. Still gonna. It's still held by the same freaking drive. The hex drives adapters. All right. Whew. Go with the rears. Do they smell the same way? Oh, kids it for good luck. Oh, fuck that come from? Where am I sharing love in a cute way? I did yesterday, didn't I? I thought that was pretty cute. That shit fucking ripped, brother. That little fucking little thingy. Holy moly. Alright. Got the front ones in. Man, it's been quite some time. Definitely a better car than this. Oh, that's not for me. Maybe I shouldn't read these things out loud. They're unrelated to the Fusion. Oh, look, check it out right here. I did replace these. These are not Schumachers. These are associated turnbuckles. And I'm gonna actually need not to ruin these. Make them look nice as possible. So that's inwards. God, I can't believe I'm gonna run this thing. Yeah. Pim, thank you, brother. Thank you, because if it wasn't, if the universe, if our timeline wasn't going like this, I don't think I'll ever want to take the turbo out. But like, I can't wait till I see you, right? Oh man, that's gonna be so fun, bro. You don't understand, brother. Every time the past few videos I saw my Schumachers out there, my heart just pounded. It pounded, brother. For some reason, I was nervous. I don't know what it was. I'm trying to figure it out. Like, like, like maybe it's because the 80 miles an hour, brother. It's coming. Those 80 miles an hour. I'm gonna join I'm gonna join the 80 mile an hour club, and I hope you do too. Everyone too. You can also, like I was saying. Ooh, look at that. These tires stretch and it's really close to the header. Might not be recommended, but I do have alternative wheels for this thing. I also have some of these Pro lines that I need to glue. But for now, on the bench, I should be able to see if these things are going to balloon too much or it's going to touch, make contact. We got contact. All right, there we go. Yeah. But yeah, if or Pimp or anybody, man, because I mean, for now, let's be realistic, man. Say how it is. Pimp, he's the one right now that I know that is has a Schumacher 28 in his hands, and that I've seen that, and I'm aware that he's gonna go run them, right? And if it wasn't, it doesn't matter which channel, But what's happening now? It's what's happening. But like I was saying, I can't wait to get more out there too. That's another thing I want to do also. And I have a few coming. I have a few. I'm willing to let go of a few just to get it going because I know a few are gonna come back to me too again. So I want to have that type of little flow going on. You know, so I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want to become the Schumacher guy, or the Schumacher man, the Schumacher Mexican, the Mexican Schumacher, Schumacher, Schumacher. Yeah, Texas Texas sells them. Oh, I misread that one. Never mind. It has nothing to do with me. Okay. Woo! Oh man, this thing feels fucking good. Okay, now we have to fix this stuff because it's not quite there. Where are my? We still need. So this is how I do my alignments. Is by using a really flat surface like glass. Can't get any flatter than glass, brother. Really can't. Don't tell me I look like Antonio Banderas. Oh man, my mom did call me Antonio. I've never let you guys know that. No, huh? That my mom, it took her like my family, my family, my household family. It took them quite some time to call me by my name because they used to call me Antonio. Antonio. Anyway, I'm not trying. I don't think I want to be like him either. Oh, this thing's a little finicky, man. You gotta get it right. Next thing I want to do after this is grab one of these that out right here so I can check how far they can go out. Because they're pretty far out, open. You know what I mean? Like opened up. So, and I don't want to have them angled. I want them to have them like, oh, pimp, pimp. Oh yeah, pimp. Now that you're here, you there, pimp? Hope you listening, brother. I mean, I know you are, but just in case you're not, I think I'm gonna have to. Or anybody. What's up, Mama? You want to play basketball? Yes. No, later. But I'm really busy right now. Listen, this thing has droop screws. I don't know if you're aware of that, Pip. But anybody else? This thing has droop screws, and I'm missing some here too. Like I know I was missing some on Pimp's, but yeah, two of them. And I didn't have any. I have grub screws. They're grub screws, but they're the really long ones. The really long grub screws. So that was well setting up here. What do they call it? The droop screws? Droop screws, right? To set your right height position, how far you want it to go up. Your suspension, how high you want your right height. Yeah, there you go, your right height. Yeah, brother. I didn't have any more, brother. You're gonna have to excuse me for that one. But and then that's another thing I wanted to let you know. I don't and I forgot that one day we spoke. Forgot to mention about the screw screws. But it's not much importance. Yes, it is. It is. At high speeds, it is, brother. But I just wanted to make sure too. Okay. Why am I setting this up? I should just leave it where I am right now. Just turn it on because, well, let's get it done now. Still needs a lot more. And then once I have it set, I'm going to check. And if it's not, I'll do that some other time. I don't know what I'm going to do. Does it have two settings? Oh, it does have two settings. The top one is a little closer and more robust. So your control arm on the this control arm, I mean the suspension mount has two settings, and I think the higher setting is closer. It doesn't angle down. It looks like it's a little bit closer to the edge. Might be or might be the same. It might be tricky, but it's not gonna hurt to try. See if it changes the geometry of the upper suspension. It should, it does, but I'm wondering if it's gonna get it further out and open it so I can close these and have more assurance in my mind. All right, oh, where was I? Jesus. So that one is good. That one is good with the droop screw, I think. And I set my point. That's good. Front one needs some more. I'm sure it'll do fine with a little bit of an angle, right? But I'm not here to play around. I'm here. Yeah, that's better. You gotta count also the compression once it's sitting itself on the ground. How can I say when it sits? I think it went too much. Man, I'm going the wrong way, man. Supposed to go back a little. Then after, I really do have to put it in a leveled place so I can accurately check, everything. But I can't do that until I get those grip screws, those freaking other little things over here. I can do, it's gonna take me some time to get this engine cleared up and ready to go. So I think that's good. That is good. Yeah, that's fine. We'll fine tune it later. Even if I wanted to test it, you know what I mean? If I wanted to have get that urge off, just go out there and test it. But it looks like I still need a little bit more work, man. I'm gonna probably have to cut these tie rods because I don't have any of the smaller ones. Probably do, but those are it. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, there's like this long. I'm gonna have to make them a little shorter. If you want to make them shorter, just cut the ends right there shorter. But let's see how far this one lets us go out. There's two kinds. The old school vintage parts are a little color like goldish, and the new ones are super silver. So let me get this out. See how far does it go. Let's see how far the rabbit hole goes. Hey, it's pretty long, right? So I'm like at my halfway point. Shit. Yeah, I would say I'm like somewhere not that far out. All right, let's get it going. Get going. I'd like to take a break in between the break-in cycle. Woo! Taking a break in between the break-in cycle, brother. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'm glad to feel good. I'm glad I'm feeling good, brother. At least a little bit. I saw them. Okay, bump stops. Yeah, bump stops. There you go. Droop screws? Am I? What are droop screws? Is that a whole different entire different thing? Or am I good too with droop screws? Because I believe that's what I heard Ryan Harris say. Is that his name, Ryan Harris? He has a YouTube thing. All right, droop screws. Droop. Ah, yeah. I was right too. Yeah. Yeah, we're on the right page. There's different different names, brother. I'm trying to prevent the least amount of confusion in my life. All right, here we go. Maybe if I leave these RCs the way they are right then, I wouldn't be so confused. But it's good. It's a good type of confusion. You gotta understand the words, brother. Like this is the way you gotta know the way I look at words. Like confusion. I think confusion. There's a big confusion on what confusion really means, because in science or in chemistry, you can call it chemistry. Um, dealing with the top with atoms, right, or anything on that scale, that small. When you fuse something, you bring it together in one piece, right? Two parts, and you put it in one single part, right? You fuse it, and to confuse it is to like connect it with other things, you know? Like say you want to put a big block on your little small block nitro RC, you want to, I guess, confuse it. And it also causes confusion because it's too big, right? But it is what it is, brother. I'm trying to justify my reasons why I do my nitros, brother. All right, let's get a heat. Heat things up. Where's my heat gun? Fuck. Where'd it go? Where'd I put it? It's, oh man, I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it because I was laughing too much, bro. I think my eyes were shut. Oh man, I think this is the wrong spot. Put it on. What can I do? I think we're in a good spot. Let me just take the time to do this right. All right, so that was a good hanger. We'll move this closer. Oh yeah, we need it closer because we're going to hook up. So I don't want this thing hanging down. You can always just find a hanger where to hang it and have it touch going all the way, or have it kind of high, depending. It's adjustable, brother. My adjustable mount. My adjustable heat gun mount. Just wrap it around a couple times and tie it up. I'm not seeing what I'm doing. Y'all can see that? Oh, the light. Let me turn it on. Y'all see that right there? Let's get the show rolling. Rolling, 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 rolling. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. I just want to say I live my life a quarter mile a day. I want to be out there every day, brother. But circumstances. He's rolling, 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 rolling. I almost forgot to bring that down. There we go. Yay, yay. And now, oh, put that on low, brothers. Put it on low. All right. Hey, Bobby, just leave it alone. Sorry. All right. Oh no, I'm not. I wasn't referring to Ricky Bobby. I was referring to Bobby from King of the Hill. Oh damn it, Bobby! What you doing now? Well, that's a bad impression. Dang it, Bobby! Okay. All right. What else? Fuck controller. How hot is this thing? Look at that. We can still steer on the surface. Grab my old trusty. Need my old trusty. I'm still proud of it, even though it's all messed up. You know. And then I could only hold it and push it from here, else if I try to use it normally, it's just gonna get stuck in there. It won't work. Anyway, I'll get a new one soon. No worries. What do we have? What do we have? 108. 108 in Park. Oh, that's 106 in Park. Wow. Shout out to Power 106, brother. Where Big Boy lives. So, Big Boy, is BBT with us? It will be no coincidence if he's not. Okay. I think he was here. I think I saw him. Oh, don't worry. This thing won't. Oh, All Aspect. What is up, brother? Uh, this thing won't take more than 150. So if I forget it, it's okay. Um, take a break there. Take a break. You get my fuel. Hey, I'm only using the purple. Check it out. Only gotta go with the purple only. I cannot use any other kind. And by the way, the purple, it was meant to be because it's a 20%. You don't want to use more than 20% on these engines. You won't make more power. I don't think so. It's just gonna run, I don't know, a little weird. That's my belief. I might be wrong. Might not even notice it, but anyway. Look, only purple. You can notice the purple, right? I can too. So we're going with the purple fuel. I do have Sidewinder, which has more oil content, but I think we're going to be okay with the heat gun. You know, it helps. It helps because just think about it. Engines, real engines or any engines, the way they determine their weight oil is about is of how much clearance everything is, right? How much clearance parts that are sliding from each other, kind of like a piston and a sleeve. You know what I'm saying? So depending on how the tightness, the clearance tightness is dependent on how thick your oil is going to be, right? That's the way I believe. I think I know. I know I know. I can guarantee you that. But I might be wrong. So what the fuck? But yeah, like I'm saying, uh you heat up your engine, you're going to release some of that stress. Stuff's gonna get big. A little bigger is gonna give a little bit. It's not gonna scrape too much, cause too much friction. Therefore, you don't have to add more oil, kind of like on a OS Max 30 VG, a ABN engine. Or what is the ABN, right? But whatever it is, it's a nickel plated engine. And I think you can get away with it if you heat it up. You know, it probably does help putting a little bit more oil, but it might help even more heat it up more. Right? I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to say, hey, look, we might be on the right page. We might be on something. Not psychoactive stuff. I'm not talking about that stuff. I'm talking about we might discover some stuff. Alrighty. Now, I got my starter. Sorry, they might get tripped up. We have enough torque. Yes, we have enough torque. I don't need no more torque. More torque than that. Y'all need to watch out with your drill starters. Don't try to start your engine on the drill mode or on the highest setting. You know, all you need is about like a pound to start these things. Pretty sure, brother, a pound. Like this, it's, it's still strong. Like say if fully charged and whatnot. Oh shit. What? It's fully charged and they're pretty powerful, brother. That's how you can start your engines that are not hot enough, and that's how you can break your one-way bearings because this has enough power to break it. You know? If you couldn't turn your engine over, this will break your one-way bearing if it doesn't turn it over. All right, here we go. Start me up, brother. Shut up. Man, my fucking fusions, they speak to me, brother. I know they do. Not out loud, but inside me. I get this feeling of saying something and it's not coming from me, and I can identify that it's really not coming from me. It's coming from something else, which is also me. An extension of me. You know what I mean? Not really, brother, but it's okay. It's all right. I only know that Bobby's World wasn't what I knew. Y'all remember that show, Bobby's World, with that one guy with the curly hair, the little tricycle pedals? I want to say this? Oh, because didn't know it was all a dream. He was in a coma, dreaming about all these places. Wow, shocking revelation. All right, am I supposed to have this on a stand? Yes. Yeah, bring me this thing. Shit. I don't know if I'm getting tired or what the fuck's going on, but plenty of mistakes. All right, here we go. Now I gotta adjust. Yeah, heat gun adjust. I mean, yeah, heat adjustable heat gun mount. Shit, shit. There we go. Don't want to have that thing like tilted. You might fall, and you might be over there doing something else and might just burn something. But this is why I do this, so I don't burn anything, or even burn something that is not noticeable, like your filter, your element. The holes in there, the microscopic holes, you can see right, but not clearly, but they're there, right? They get smaller, and so your your filter isn't gonna let air in smoothly, like if it wasn't burnt. You ever heat shrink something like heat shrink? It shrinks it with the heat. I think we're good on that. Enough air coming out from here, so I know this top part isn't gonna get burned, get overheated because of the air shooting back up. So we're good there. Starter. I already had it tuned. I might have to go richer because just letting you know because you have this connected to a tube going outside for the smoke. It's gonna make your engine run richer. I mean, you're gonna have to run your engine richer because it's gonna make it run lean. It's not gonna be enough pressure going to. Wait, how can I say? There's something goes wrong. The other thing, you gotta change your setting. I'm good right there. Give it. No, what was that? Put too much fuel. What was that? That did not sound right. There's too much fuel in it. Hydrolock can't be because I haven't. Yeah, that was weird. That was a weird sound. Are you kidding me? I have to heat it up more. Getting stuck. I mean, it's top dead center and it's tight. Oh yeah, it needs to be heated up. Nice. Can y'all see? Am I in the way? All right. Bring back in the heat. Where was I? Right there. 84 degrees. It might be too high. No, we good. Or if your hole is too big, just stick something in there and just close it a little. Retain more heat in there. There you go. So when I prime my engine, I always open up the throttle and blow in it. Or else you're gonna be fighting it. Same thing when you just put your finger when you put your finger on the exhaust port. Make sure you have your idle gap open all the way, and then bring it back down when you're about to start it. Don't want to cause any disruption at the airflow. Make sure it goes. Okay. Where you at? 116. 163. I'm going to 200. 189. It's 163 and 182 on this side. And let it marinate. I'm gonna let it simmer. Is that the word, simmer? Low temp? It is so nice. Okay, check the oh. Okay, now I'm gonna do another check because I have no idea if there is a shitload of fuel in there. Because I already blew on it twice. So let me get this thing rolling. Let's blow this out. Check what's up. That should be good enough to let me know. Sorry, guys. That was taking so long, man. I'm just being very cautious. This is the only way. All right. Those wheels look fucking badass on these things, brother. You know what I mean? On stock. But they don't fit. That's why you gotta use 28 millimeters. I think, or 26 is the thickest you can use. Because you run out of room, to put in your nut. You can easily use a thinner nut and put Loctite on it, but I think that nylon lock works best. It's better because it has more threads in it, and don't know if it's better, don't know if it matters, but on certain parts it does. I want 6. We're at 209. They got started right there. 209. Better than nothing. Give me some trim. Oh, what the fuck? Need to reverse the channel. Jesus, man. Yeah, I don't think I ever set my freaking throttle link and shit. Damn. Okay, we're in steering. Did I switch channels? What the fuck's going on? I know I corrected everything, or I'm tripping and I did that to the other RC car instead of this one. But I know earlier it wasn't like this. I know it was turning right and it was going right. What the fuck? I think that's the remote tripping. Yeah, yeah, there. Yeah. Make sure that's slides. You always want to make sure that your thing slides wherever your throttle link is at, because it could make your thing go sideways and mess up your carburetor slider. Oh, talking about this, bro. Look at this. This feels awful. Oh shit. Yeah, it doesn't want to go back. What? Oh no, shit. Anyway, I'll start it like this. Who cares? I'm not gonna run it like this. Try to turn it around. I might have to put oil on it. Maybe it has oil. Shit, brother. Damn, man. Another one. Another boo boo. Let me just put my back on you. Hold on a second. I gotta find the best way to orientate the slider so it's not slippery. I mean, so it's nice and smooth. Or it could be my carburetor. I have other carburetors. It's the same Pico 28 carb. But just in case it's kind of rusted in the slider inside, kind of like what Pico carbs occur, they get stuck. And more when you heat them up or when they're cold. Don't know. But shit, man, this is not good. That's okay. Not okay, but not something we can fix after. All right. Now, like promised, break-in service, at least two. So after this one, I think I want to do a break-in or put a exhaust pipe on my other Menace. So after this break-in, I'm gonna do two tanks. Two tanks and one break-in with 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 monitored heat. Monitored provided heat. MP MPH with MPH, brother. Oh man, that all came together nicely with monitor provided heat. I didn't even think about that one. That was like the first thought I had. Pretty cool. Woo! Nice. Oh fuck, I missed. Okay, okay. Where are we at? Where are we at? This is the good one. Huh. Third one's the charm, brother. How many times have I tried starting it? I don't know. I think none. I think I've been lagging instead of trying. Holy shit. Are we hot enough? Yes, Ever. Look at yourself. I think we're hot enough. I don't think we have to. Oh, here we go. First roll. Oh, that's why it sounds like that because I have it covered. Whoops. So I primed it. It didn't have fuel in the damn line. I primed it and I haven't had it all the way because I was tripping out why it wouldn't start. I Am I at 27? Need more? Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day. What the fuck? Yeah, that's one other thing. This For some reason, I'll explain it after. Let me just get started. Like the Pico fucking tune just went berserks. Like I had a tune that way and it never changed the tune. It was fine. Last run. Now it's all.
That is, that's the Pico fucking trick. We're gonna call it the Pico trick. Shout out to Robismo, brother. Shout out to Robismo. Shout out to Robismo, brother. Look at that. If that's all mechanical sound, all parts moving and shit in here. With this, and that's how you know if you can still breathe after 30 minutes in here. That's how you know you ain't got no. Let me show you the outside where this thing leads to. It gets down there under the vice. Whatever, good. All the way around, held by the hammer. So this thing, and you buy it at Home Depot, it sends in a swirl, and then a hole out there. Oh, it's like,
Out to the collector. We also collect oil over here, brother, in California, IA. You know what I mean? Yeah.
chill, boy. So
Let's rewind.
sorry. All right, here we go. Put it back. Put it back on. Oh, the heat, brother. Shit. And I gotta listen it off. Shit, brother. We almost left all day. It's just steady. There you go. Yeah. Man, I can't make up my mind, brother. Sorry. There's just so many. I need more cameras. All right, there you go. This is fine. Rush gonna just let me do it. There you go. Oh, that's hot. You're gonna let it simmer, simmer. We have very tight sleeves, so we're going to do the best providing heat. Let's see. 180. Gotta go up. 187, 193. No heat sink. Remember, your chassis can get very hot. What we need to do is let it sit. The airflow.
Whoa. We need more trim. Okay. Pick it up again.
What? No trim on the heat. You need a fan. In the bottom. No, that's it. That's it. You're pulling. You're pulling. Oh. 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 You need more fuel.
And more of a gap. I forgot that when you're brand new, you gotta have a pretty big gap so you can let a lot of fuel in. There we go. Oh, a little bit more.
I think we were overheating, but it's okay. We pull it back down. Put it back to idle. Yeah.
Okay, we are overheating for some reason. Oh, it's fine. It's the fucking Pico trip. Yeah, it's the Pico trip. Showing signs, showing signs. All right, brother. What I'm gonna do is keep going. No other way. All right, things in my way. But I'm gonna do it without this fucking thing. So, and understand. Yeah, I think we have a good view. I think I'm pretty good right here too. So, what temp are we at? 160. Come down. Okay. Since we took off the stay, it'll lean it out now. Getting back. Trim. Yeah, there is something wrong going on right here. I think it's my car, brother. Oh shit. That was not good. Not good at all. That's way too much smoke, brother. I can't even breathe now. Holy shit. Okay. Get back on it. Unless we go outside. I think that's what we're gonna do. But it makes noise, for the neighbors. This thing's loud.
Pretty finicky, chilling outside, drinking it in at the hose. Might be suffocating too much. You hear that? That's heaters. So that's when you get the heat done out. but it's still.
Yeah, yeah, we are way too rich. We're going outside because yeah, we're going outside after a few break-ins because this thing is pretty tight. Just came to the realization it's pretty tight. Let me set you up. Let me set this up outside. That'll be better because y'all be able to hear the noises. Over here, you're like, what? Are you trying to be electric? I'm just kidding. Like, what are you trying to? Why are you trying to muffle the noise? No, that's the point, brother. Man, I'm sorry, Nitros. All my Nitro fans. I mean, I get it. After a while, after I break it in out there, then I bring it out in here, and it's not fucking all weird. But anyway, this way goes well. Wait a second. Put stuff out there. Hold up. All right. Got the breeze out here. Give me some of the breeze. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot better, brother, out here, man. Inside, we're restricted so many ways we can feel. It's like I don't know about you, but sometimes it's nitro engines. They give me some kind of pleasure. Don't know. That's satisfaction. Let's call it satisfaction, brother, not pleasure. Some kind of yeah satisfaction. Okay, let me turn on my flash. Okay, here we go. I think I need to go back more. Shit, man. Yeah, we're good there. Is that too far? Am I too far away? Do I seem to be so close but too far away at the same time? Hold on a sec. Hey. Estoy haciendo algo, pues. Ahorita voy a dar unos 20 minutos. Sí. All right, I'm getting bugs from the Matrix. We got interference. Uh, get you closer. There we go. No, turn it this way a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. All right, heat. Yo. Texas, what is up, brother? How you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day. It's on road time. Not yet, brother. Not yet. We gotta prep this thing up. Make sure it's appropriate. Make sure it's formidable. No, what is that called? Make sure it's secure. I don't know, brother. I gotta fucking do a bunch of shit on these things. So, like the alignment. Is the glue gonna hold up on the tires? I'm gonna have to re-glue them. Break in the belts. Oh, just found out that this engine needs a few break-in services. Like it's like nearly it was turned on. You can tell it was turned on. I don't know if it's like I was saying, you can tell it was turned on before because it's fucking shiny. All the internals inside, they're all shiny. And that means clean. Because usually you get a coloring, right? When you run your engines, you can clean them all you want, but you'll get that little coloring from the fuel. Then it should be good to that guy. Uh, Hopefully that doesn't catch my grass on fire. It's touching the grass. Should not combust. Maybe. The Matrix has a lot of tricks up their sleeves, brother. um, yeah, I don't like. I'm still trying to think what's causing. Like sometimes you have like a good tune. Sometimes you wake up in the morning with the same settings, and then it's just fucking acting weird, differently, right? Maybe it's not the same fusion. Maybe I woke up in a different timeline. Oh shit! You gotta count all the compression that it has when they're brand new. It's not what it should have. What it should have is a lot less. Overheating. Is it overheating? I don't think I'm overheating it, brother. I think there's something else going on wrong. Or I might be overheating it. What's the fucking temp? What? I'm at 150. Oh, shit. 150. When you're overheating, your fuel is gonna boil sooner before it gets compressed, right? Or evaporate because of the heat. And that's gonna cause it to overheat.
because then it's gonna cause pressure to push fuel back out from the fuel line, right? It's gonna have it back out because of the pressure. But I don't see any fucking bubbles in the goddamn fuel line. Sorry, I didn't mean to say goddamn. But there's no fuel bubbles, brother. Nice and clean. I don't. I do see fuel flow a lot more than it needs. Then we are dealing with a new one. Well, we could call it a new one. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think I might have an idea why it's fucking. I didn't put a new glow plug. I put a used glow plug from my junkyard, bro. Glow plugs. Your glow plug could also fucking throw off your tune. Let me put a new one. It deserves a new one. You think glow plugs, you gotta wipe them off? Grab a brush, just brush off. You might have like fucking from the machine, you might have something hanging and it might come off while you're screwing it on. Get a chance to take it off. Okay. Yeah, I gotta go with the excruciating measures right here with this X28 turbo, brother. It's like I'm trying to resuscitate it. You know what I mean? Even though there's still a lot of compression, I'm treating it like, holy moly, super sensitive. Gotta crank up my sensitivity. All right, here we go. If this changes the way it was behaving right now while I was heating it up, what happened? Huh? No. Yeah, that's it. It should be from over there. What do we have? 136, 140. Hey, I'm not moving the camera. It's the fucking wind, man. Hey, chill. Let me see. Fuel cap leakage? No, brother. I don't think so because when I primed it, fucking fuel went straight out without hesitation. I mean, straight up towards the carb. But if you have like a fuel cap leak, you get a lot of bubbles in the fuel line. You get a lot of bubbles because there should be pressure in there guiding the fuel out, but it's just sitting there vibrating from the engine, and it's just I don't know. It's not finding its way to the carb the way it should. Weird stuff, brother. I think I overheated it, but it's all right, brother. Like I was saying, it doesn't act. Shouldn't be acting that way. Let's see. We ran out of battery. Hold on. Thing better be charged. Shit, yeah. Nope. I already put one to charge. Let's see what happens. 45. Oh. Hey, they're even on both sides. Holy moly. Yeah. Oh shit, no. I was wrong. 180 on one side. Stay at 180 for now. See what this does. Fuel, there's fuel all the way to the thing. No bubbles.
Yeah, that is not right. Holy moly. Holy moly. Oh man. Okay. That's concerning. Engine is concerning. It has a shitload of pinch. It's just that it probably cools down too much and there's too much compression. Look, this is what you gotta know. This is why you break in engines, right? If you haven't heard me say, you gotta break them in so you can shape the sleeve. You know, there's way too much compression when they come in from factory. That's why you gotta break them in so you get rid of some of that compression, right? Throughout the break-in service. And I think that's what's happening. It's getting cold too fast that it's just um um it's 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 going back to its like the compression it has when it's cold. You know what I mean? So let's see what happens. I mean, let's see if keeping this thing hot is mother fun. Let's see if that's the case because it is warm now, but hot. I mean, hot when you can't touch it. Shit. So this thing has two settings. On the first setting, it doesn't. I've never seen the engine go higher than 160. But still, this thing, when you buy it, says that the first setting gives you 350 degrees, and the second one gives you 800 and something. A 350-watt heat gun with that's cost you $20, which is not $20. Is not gonna justify the accurate specifications, right? Don't think so. They wear out. They stop getting so hot. You know what I mean? Yeah, it could be that the heat. Or it's not the glow plug. I put a new one. It's not the type of glow plug because it runs best with the cold uh, glow plug. Fuck, that shit's hard to say, man. I mean, it's not hard. It's tiring. Hey, all right, hold on. I think my carburetor's hot. It's overheating. I opened that fucking high speeding needle pretty wide, man. Let's see. Okay, still good there. I can't have debris inside the valve of the carburetor. Just like that happened before. That the carburetor, the uh, the whole way, fuel waves, where the fuel flows, I have some kind of plastic stuff in it from the fueling. Now I'm way super rich right here on the low needle. Know that. You know what throws me off about the settings is when it starts going berserks. And I know it's not overheating because the temperature is really a lot lower than I started, and then it stays fine for a while. Okay. Glow plug is out. Igniter. Out. Craziness, brother. Here we go. What? Yeah, there's something wrong with my carburetor. I know it for sure. Damn. First of all, it's not my carb is not sliding the way it should in and out. Oh, another thing? I'll tell you in a sec. You hear the whistle? That's the bell. Look at all that smoke! The fucking tank is already empty! Too late. Turn it back on. Turn it back on. Shit. Woo! Hot, hot, hot. Hot. Don't leave it hot. Don't leave it hot. Keep it running. Keep it running. Okay, okay, we're just gonna finish this tank and we should go. All right, I think that's good enough. Um, I am leaking somewhere just now, and it might be this head button. But let me bring it back in. Oh, no, that's fine. Let me stay out here because I gotta finish it up. I gotta close it. Listen, yeah, that was fucking weird. Did you see that in the beginning? That determines maybe that it was sort of kind of hurt. So after using it and having it through heat for a while and having a couple cycles and revving it up a little, it kind of got like seated. Might have been kind of like not seated properly from I don't know. But my best guess was that it was getting too cold. It was getting cold, and then it was just coming back to the same compression it had, right? And and another thing was that the carb was overheating because I don't think there's no insulator in this thing. And another thing I wanted to point out is that these fucking pico carbs, they fucking start acting up sometimes. Like once they're like, if they're kind of old or don't know, but it doesn't have to do anything with the fucking O-ring. It has to do with like the fucking needle being too fucking long, or there's something going on wrong in there, dude, brother. Because sometimes the tune is right, and sometimes with the same tune, just fucking goes berserk. I don't know if you guys ever caught that. I think Rob Bismo was having a hard time with that too. But I think it has a lot to do with the pico carb, you know. And then some of them, when they get hot, start getting warm. When the engine starts getting warm, the slide starts getting hard to slide. The slider right here that opens up the carb. So other than that, I think I did open her up where I guess she was acting up because there was too much compression, brother. Or maybe it was damaged. I don't think it was damaged because or else it would have broke by now. And damage, what I mean damage is because I'm worried that they started it cold, at cold temperature, get it out the box and just put the damn drill start. And like I said, the start is strong enough to break your one-way bearings. And what else? Um, that has to do with the break-in. The fuel, I had the fucking thing rich the fuck up. Like, for instance, like if you go flush on the thing for this carburetor, that's gonna be way too rich, brother. These things are from factory. They're not flush. They're not flush from factory, and then plus they have a really long needle. So, um, if I'm not mistaken, but they do have a really long ass needle, and they can go really deep in there. But that is super rich right there. Like it's flush from the fucking valve. Another thing, it wasn't sliding in and out. I think that's what I mentioned. It might have some rust in there. I know I checked and it was fine. Like I say, they grow and they fucking act weird. uh, Another thing, the wheels, they might hold up. I saw them ballooning. Oh, but they're not too close to the header, so I'm good on that one. The the glow plug, I told you about the glow plug. You gotta have a good glow plug, right? When you break in an engine, because since you have it super rich, you gotta be able to burn as much as possible, so it's not shooting it out, right, or shutting off. But most of the time, you run it from factory settings, and to me, factory settings is just the settings when your engine is completely broken in. Just note, just note, because you do have to run them rich and loud, and it is gonna what's it called? It is gonna cool down the engine fast because the fuel is cold. That's another reason why I keep the heat gun on this and try to keep it as hot as possible. But if you have a cylinder head, you won't have much trouble. If you don't care so much about the cylinder head getting faded, you're good. You can use the cylinder head and just wrap some foil around the cylinder head. But other than that, I'm gonna have to do this a couple times until I remove the glow plug and I can turn the engine over without the sleeve popping out. Once the sleeve is sitting down right there and I can it's easy. All you have to do is just, with the new engine, if you have a rotor starter, Just use your fingers, and without the glow plug, you'll be able to feel the resistance, but you'll be able to turn it over. But then once it's broken in, it's peasy peasy. It's like super soft to turn it over, right? But then when you put on the glow plug, bullshit, you're gonna be able to turn it over with the glow plug on. And that's how you break in the engine properly. That's my idea. I mean, my whole ordeal right here. I'm trying to teach people. Not teach them. I'm not no fucking teacher. But upon my discoveries, I like to share my discoveries, brother, throughout my every time I figure something out, either a flaw or an improvement. I'll share it. That's it. They're calling me, brother. They're here for me. I gotta go. Y'all have a good one, and thanks for tuning in. And I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Later, brother. Later. Y'all have a good one. Said it twice. Oh, that's the wrong fucking phone. Oh shit, it's on top of me. Again, I try to sign off. All right, brother. Y'all have a good one.